It's a... Okay. Alright. Hotkey your goddamn hatcheries. Okay? You put your hatcheries on a hotkey so you can build units without clicking your hatchery every time. I think it was misclick. You are 90 seconds into the game. Okay? Okay. Alright. I'm sure we'll get there. But, the late gas, I don't care about. That's... whatever. We're looking at direction here. The idea is... as soon as you realize you shouldn't be clicking on a hatchery to build things, you should be hitting your hatchery hotkey. You should be taking your goddamn keyboard and mashing it. Okay? And that should hit at least one of your hatchery hotkeys. None of this clicking shit. Mice are unreliable. No second gas until 30 drones. You don't need anything related to gas. All you're gonna do is end up building like 7 roaches, walk up a ramp. Oh no, it's a Reaper! You only have one hatchery on a hotkey. May I introduce you to the shift key? You can take whatever's on your 1 key, then click on another hatch, shift 1, bada bing, bada boom, you got 2 hatches on a single hotkey. But let's see how this goes. 1 Reaper. Okay, will you build any units? Yes, good. And drones. That cool as a cucumber. That has not been microwave. What happens if you microwave a cucumber? Like a whole cucumber. Like... it explodes? It eventually explodes? Wait, I'm gonna YouTube it. Alright, wait. Now... number microwave. Okay. We've got... this video has 12,000 views. And... yeah, I think you guys will appreciate the Windows Movie Maker. Exploding pickles, wait, what?
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically reload.
It has something in them, maybe jet fuel, which makes them flare up and explode in the microwave. So I'm going to show you what happens with 1, and then we'll put some more in. So, that's 1 in the microwave. Now, my assistant Josh will turn off the lights and we'll show what happens.
He needs an assistant to
Josh,
turn off the lights?
Please.
Josh.
Now just watch closely. You'll see it soon enough. You can hear the sizzling. It's starting to smoke.
It smells nice.
That's the way I like my pickle.
I can't see shit.
Watch. Let it explode.
What is this filmed on a webcam that uses a PS2 port?
I don't know. It's a big pickle.
I don't see anything.
Pretty
Josh,
big pickle.
focus it.
Oh, there we go.
It started.
Okay.
It has begun.
Can you see that?
Can you see that?
Holy fuck!
Holy shit! As you can see, this is the pickle afterwards. So you can see it's just a pickle.
Okay, well that answers my question. I actually listened to like a Radio Lab thing on that, explaining why it does it, but I wanted one of a whole cucumber, but the title said exploding pickles, and I just went down the rabbit hole. So anyways, back to whatever this build is. Okay, so you need to... you did panic a little bit. You need... okay. I'm not sure what the best way to... build an overlord, a 3rd overlord on 19. You build your 3rd overlord on 19. Okay, you build an overlord on 13. You build an overlord on 19. Overlord on 19 before your pool finishes. There's no easy way to say it. Just build an OV on 19. Then when your hatch finishes and your pool... oh, wait. You already built the overlord on 19. That exploding pickle just jarred my brain. And then you build another overlord when your queen finishes. This is a good general rule. It's not great, but at the very least, still a bad rule. Just build another overlord on 28 supply, okay? Still a bad one. That's not even a good... This is going poorly. I am a terrible coach. Thank you, Eli. Yeah, I am not, but thank you. So what are you gonna do with... What's the plan here? You got 3 roaches. You're building 4 more roaches. Okay, you're building a couple spore crawlers, which you won't need, but... We're gonna attack with 3 roaches.
Our forces have opened fire.
Don't do that. Do not attack with 3 roaches. 3 roaches don't do dick. Okay.
Resubscription
3 roaches will die to SCVs. And then they'll... Okay, so, here's what I want you to do. You're allowed to build 3 roaches. You're not allowed to attack with them. But you go into a game, you play with yourself. And what I mean by that is you go into a custom game, a melee map, with no opponent, not even the AI, not even the robots. And you get in there, you get to 50 drones, and you try to max out as quick as possible. And that's it. There's no pressure. There's nothing else happening. There's not you attacking into multiple cyclones with 4 slow roaches while having 400 gas and 600 minerals and no third base and only 30 drones. None of that. No more attacking with single-digit number of roaches. Or microwing, but the microwing is secondary. Okay, if you were gonna get Zergling speed, it should have been at the start. Now you're going roaches. Okay, you got a roach warren, you got a lair. Now is not the time for Zerglings. You gonna build a spire? You're gonna build a 3rd? Okay. This is just a waste of larva. A waste of larva that's actually gonna clutch. And yes, Zerglings are good, Speedlings are good against Cyclones. Roachling is quite good against Cyclones. It looks like you have that idea. But Roach speed. I'm not in the groove right now. Like, I am not nailing those exploding pickles. Thank you, Freaky Taco. Welcome back.
Looks like you're brood.
What I'm trying to say here is, don't do random attacks so that way you can do bigger attacks later. Don't forget important upgrades like Roach speed. Get a 3rd base earlier and start off with Zergling speed. And stop. No. Do not attack up a ramp into Terran until you have 150 supply. Alright? That is your rule. Because you're... How high do you... Thank you, Psyche. For 3 months. Welcome back. Because how high do you... Your minerals... How... How high do you think your minerals will go during this fight? Where you're trying to attack up a ramp while taking another base with slow roaches and ravagers. I'm gonna get some more gas. We're at 1,000 minerals before the attack with 12 larvae unused. $1,200. Ignore the Terran. He's not important. You're important. You gotta work on yourself before you can work on other people. 1400, 1500. You have not built a unit during this entire attack. The entire attack. You have built nothing. 2,000 minerals. 2,100. Imagine right now. Bring John Lennon in. Imagine, if you had just built roaches during this, because you will eventually lose these units. Imagine if you had 30 more roaches or 20 more roaches behind them. You could just win the game. The game's won. But guess what? Well, these are some cost-effective 2,800 minerals. Oh my god. You have built nothing. Okay, just we're gonna because my words don't work, I am gonna hold my breath until you build another unit. So just I want you to do it too. Try to hold your breath until you build another unit. And of course chat can join in.
Our forces have engaged the enemy. Mined out a mineral field. Nothing left in that mineral cluster.
Yes, 22 more lings to win the day. So, do you understand why production is important? Production is like breathing. If you don't produce, you'll die.
We've completely mined out a mineral field.
Alright, moving on. Oh, by the way, I accidentally opened up the timer. This game, look at the supplies. Okay, welcome back to Gold League Delusions of Grandeur, where we have C Squared versus NS Thunder. NS Thunder pushed up to the top of his ramp with only reactors, no stim, no combat shields for these Marines, but he's making so many of them. 3 more Ravagers coming up on the assault. C Squared really trying to drive the point home. 4,000 minerals in the bank. He may be investing, or maybe he's just saving up for 1 semester of tuition. Alright, Burrow on the way. We'll have to see how he's planning to break this Terran player with 4,000 minerals. Will C Squared ever pass 100 supply? That is the question. That is the challenge. Trying to work his way up. That's a very forward drop coming out. 5,000 minerals. 4,900. Oh, and 7 Hydras on the way. He chases the army back. Absolutely no control groups for his army. The medevacs rebound the other way. The worker count, 46 to 21. 4,000 minerals. You know, let's go to the NS Thunder action cam. Oh, actually macroing. Has a hotkey for his medevacs. What a novel idea.
This better be good. Let's have a blast.
The drop in the main. Is there a response? C Squared, with enough minerals to max out a couple times over, refuses to do so. No combat shields, no stim, only +1 mech weapons. An interesting choice, but the medevacs escape. Gonna get out. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Stop panicking. C-squared down, under 100 supply. Somehow, our Terra player has taken the lead. What? When you corrosive bile the rocks, it resets the attack command, by the way. So they don't keep attacking the rocks after the corrosive bile. Professional tip. Medevac drop shut down. Is there any way for C-squared to lose this game? Liberators, Marines, still no stim, combat shields, or any upgrades. No upgrades for C-squared either. A doom drop into the main. The army gonna move forward. The drop gutting all the production, all the tech, the lair, the Hydralisk den. I can keep describing things very good. The drop comes back out, tries to dodge away, somehow survives. The Hydra's on the chase. The entire drop escapes. We're not sure how. 7,500 minerals, 7,600 minerals. Can I get 77? Invest in +1 carapace, but we're going back up. Can we get over 9,000 by the end of this game? He's C-squared at the highest supply he's ever been, 125. That's 8,300 minerals. 84, 85, 86, 87. And, oh, he gets, I don't even know what he got. A spawning pool. 88, 89. It's over 9,000. There it is. And C-squared will end the game. GG. WP NS Thunder finally taps it out. C-squared manages to hit 140 supply by the end. And the classic Gold League GG into not leaving the game tactic. Still struggling with macro. Slithers NS Thunder. And they're also mutas. And 10,000 minerals! Alright. I'm still struggling with a lot, my friend. At least they're being honest with each other. Thus is the Thus us, the SC2 struggle. Okay. Thus is. And NS Thunder taps it out. GG! Who's up next? This guy. Kitty Stalker, though, is the actual. All right, Kitty. We've got it. This is a platinum Zerg versus Terran on the same map. We have moved up one league. And one league only. A Platinum Zerg versus Terran in this subscriber angry coach hour, sellout hour, something Twitch Prime. Okay. So, Platinum mistakes. Gold mistakes, you just get caught like complete tunnel vision. We're attacking. Why are we attacking? We don't know. But we're attacking. This is what we're doing. Nothing else can be done. In Platinum, there is some semblance of like, oh, I need to be producing. But you still get supply blocked like 2/3 of the time. When you need units, that is. You never get supply blocked. You never get supply blocked when you're in the middle of anything, but like when you really need those 15 extra roaches you got banked up, bam, hard supply block. That's Platinum. But we might even take a third base on time. We'll see. See how it goes. Another pool before it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. Lose your mind. Let it be, let it be. You know you're dying inside. I know it gets harder. Almost an accidental scout there on the OV. Like, oh, I'm in the base, but you see the factory. Okay, let's not worry too much about Overlord Micro, but we're fine. Will we take a third? $450 minerals, 220 gas. Are we gonna micro these lings for a while? Or are we gonna go back, use the larva for drones and a third? We are gonna micro the lings. All right, everybody, everybody, come with me. We're going back to the tunnel. Okay, we're going back. Pile in. Let's go. Who needs a third base when you could just lose all your Zerglings? Okay, he has 4 Hellions. Every goddamn Terran this side of the Masters League is gonna have 4 Hellions. You don't need a Spine Crawler. You don't need to flip multiple shits. It's okay to have the Spine if you can't spend your money, but like, it's... At least you're droning now. Okay. A lair's on the way. We're not sure what the lair is going to be for, but that's okay. Supply blocked at 51/52 with 600 minerals. You're not supply blocked, you just haven't tried to build anything. You're just going to be sitting at 800 minerals. 900. 1,000 minerals. We are less than 5 minutes into the match. You have 1,000 minerals. You're supply blocked with no overlords on the way. Let me help you visualize this. Oh no, there's no good visualization on that? Oh, you weren't hard? You know why you weren't hard supply block? Because you just didn't try to build anything. That's why it's not showing up here. Okay, what are you gonna do? Hydra is done. Fine. How many drones? Not nearly enough. Here's my prescription for you, my friend. Just build a fucking Roach Warren at the 4-minute mark. Just build the Roach Warren. You can't spend your money. Roaches are the user-friendly version of units that win the game. Just build a Roach Warren. Oh. The thing is, you still have plenty of drones, even after this. If you had like 4 roaches. Now you gotta use that Gold League strat. Like, you just gotta get a random amount of roaches. For no reason. I think you were thinking too hard. But now you're getting Hydra Bane, which is good. But yeah, like, if he has Hellbats...
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically reload.
The Hydra Bane handles this pretty well. This is going pretty well. Like, micro your macro. That's good. Thank you, Decoy97, for that sub. That's a Cloak Banshee, by the way. We gotta have passion. That's a guy who doesn't have passion. Kappa. Also, why can he message me and get, oh, I'm available? Hey guys. A general rule for spore crawlers, and I know you took a lot of damage to Hellbats. A general rule for spore crawlers: if you don't know when to build spores against Terran, just build spores at the against every race. Well, against Protoss and against Terran, just build spore crawlers at 4 minutes. If you see something that requires spore crawlers quicker, get them quicker. But 4 minutes are your safety spores. At the lower levels. At the higher levels, we're gonna assume you scout and have a better understanding. Like we're talking Diamond 1 and above. But below that, 4-minute spores will cover most everything. Besides, like, a battle cruiser. He's probably more salty. Did he not qualify? What did he end up at? You know what? I'm gonna commend you. I'm gonna commend you. You attacked at the right timing with the right thought process. You're like, I'm gonna deny his third. As long as you don't go up a ramp into siege tanks here, this was a good, solid play. Like, you came up, you denied the third, you killed his units, and didn't attack up a ramp into siege. Yeah, well, you completely forgot your upgrades. Things to improve on. But you completely forgot upgrades. Some, like, 1-1 would be very nice to actually try to end the game. I mean, it's gonna work out. Probably shouldn't do that, but it's gonna work out. 50 drones. It's okay. You're making more drones. All right. I like what I see. I still am gonna prescribe that Roach Warren. The 4-minute Roach Warren. 4 minutes safety. All right. At 4 minutes, spore crawlers and a Roach Warren, unless you know for a fact you don't need them. And that way you won't lose 26 drones to mostly Hellbats. But overall, the decision making is good. The macro isn't terrible. The upgrades are very bad, but the ideas are good. So, a few hundred more games, and you might even look competent. Well, until now, like, 2,300, what do you wait? Don't tell me, oh, I'm gonna make mutas. Motherfucker, do you want to lose this game? Why are you building 8 more? Just build your hive. Why are you building 10 corruptors? You don't have a greater... Go to Vipers? Vipers and Broodlords are the way to end the game. I mean, I get it. I get the thought here, but like... It's way too... You don't have the economy to just build 10 corruptors and have them sit around. Like... You don't have that kind of economy. Those... Oh, no, my... The ideas are good. No plan survives contact with the enemy, but the plans are good. Okay, I'm gonna try to take a guess right now how much longer this game goes. Because there are two options. Either it ends in the next 3 minutes, or it goes like 30 plus. What do you guys think? I'm gonna say 30 plus. Oh, it's 22. So wait, you might actually end it. It ends with Broodlords then. That's when it ends. Because you actually eventually struggle to Broodlords. Okay, so it will go well for you. What the fuck? Why is there a 2 siege tank? I did not expect 22 minutes. I didn't. Oh. I mean... At least you're getting the Greater Spire, so... I mean, it went okay. In this scenario, you gotta give it up. You gotta give that base. Get the fucking drones out of there, alright? I'm allergic to losing drones to siege tanks. No. Okay. Now here's the problem. You could have killed his mutas earlier. There was no reason you couldn't have had Broodlords like 5 minutes ago. You could have done that. You didn't. But the Broodlords should eventually win the game. Oh, wait. Never mind. You know what? Welcome back to the Platinum League plebeians, where we have Kitty Stalker versus Dant. Dant doing a pretty good job of pushing forward after taking a lot of damage early. Kitty Stalker holding on with Broodlords. There's a limited anti-air, but the Broodlords kill everything on the ground. The Overlord Graveyard. We got a game on our hands. Like, it could still go either way. I did not expect it to end like this. Kitty Stalker with only 30 drones left. The Broodlords are out on their own, and they need parental supervision. Well, okay, so you are gonna lose. You need to decide what you're doing earlier. Either you're going to Hive or you're not. You don't get an infestation an infestation pit, a spire, and then you just make 10 corruptors and don't build a Hive. You either need to go to Hive or fight on Lair Tech. And if you're gonna go to Hive, you don't throw away your army in the siege tanks, because then your Hive Tech can just be countered. If you're going to Hive, you go around him. If you're not going to Hive, you go at him. But Hive, if you're going to Hive, you go around him. You counterattack, you whatever. You give up bases to get your Hive Tech. If you lose 30 Hydras and 60 Lings before your Hive Tech comes out, you're just gonna fucking die. Because even Terran players have the basic intelligence to pull out their Prima strategy guide and figure out the counter to Broodlords. But I did like what I saw. I did like what I saw before, before the failing to go hive tech. Like in the 5 to 8 minute mark, after you lost a bunch of drones to Hellbats, and before you forgot what hive tech was, that part was good. So, safety Roach Warren, and I know, like, the reason you would send this, if you were looking through your replays, is because you remembered this part of the game. But this part of the game doesn't define the game. It's everything that leads up to it. It's the sum of all of its parts. Okay, and this might be the pretty mech face, but there were some dirty things that happened to get here that could have been avoided. What a play. I thought that was going to actually do something, but... I'm getting blasted to pieces. Also upgrades, by the way. Like, you need upgrades. You can't forget those. But, I sent it because of the most recent replay. Let me have my rampant speculation. Alright? But... There's potential here. Okay? So just get the basics and apply the same thought process later on in the game. There's potential. I see it. Good luck. That was Platinum, Zerg versus Terran. Next up is... I'm just clicking the button. I actually don't know. I'm gonna find out in a second. Silver something. We're gonna find out. Silver... Oh, God. Zerg versus... Zerg... Oh, God. Okay, who is this? Who is Crazy Joe? A ladder hero, by the way. Is this you, Skyman? Are you Crazy Joe? Is this song? Stonebank, Step Up. From the mix on the screen. Thank you, Sword Seeker 20. Thank you for joining us. All right. Let's see. When you fuck up. Okay. You're sending the Overlord out. It took you some time. It takes everybody time. Nope. No. Oh, okay. You made it to where... Okay. Next Overlord on 13. Oh, close enough. Close enough. We're good. We're good. You got your hatchery hotkeyed. No. Not a gas now. No, this is not... No, this is... No. No. No, don't do that. Okay. 17, 17, 17. That's your build. And honestly, it doesn't matter exactly which order. It can be 17 pool, 17 gas, 17 hatch, 17 hatch, 17 gas, 17 pool. But either way, if you can't remember everything, if you're just making shit up like what this looks like, and it's not a disaster. Like, this is not a good build, but it's not, like, actively hurting you compared to some. But 17, 17, 17. If you can't remember anything else, 17, 17, 17. All right, Crazy Joe. What are you doing now? The second Overlord should at least go somewhere outside your base. It doesn't need to be in the perfect position, but, like, give you a little bit of vision. Remember, we're in silver, so... Okay, so you got a spawning pool finished, and you didn't do anything spawning pool related for, like, 20 seconds, which automatically indicates maybe it wasn't a great time for a spawning pool. It was either too early or too late to fit in with the rest of the build. And that's why 17, 17, 17. What the fuck? Okay, whatever he's doing. Just ignore. Doesn't matter what he's doing. We're worrying about you. Okay. Okay, wait. The colors are all messed up. Yeah, you have 750 minerals. You can't do that. Make queens, make lings, make something. You can't just because your overlord's floating in your opponent's base doesn't. You gotta do something. What is your APM right now? Like, do anything but stare at your queen killing this overlord. Okay, like, you gotta do something. Build a roach one. Get a bunch of roaches. Doesn't matter. We're at silver. Like, all we're trying to do right now, get 30 plus drones and spend your money. You need to keep it under 1,000. You need to do whatever you can. That's the priority right now at Silver League. You gotta get in the habit of spending that money. I don't care what you fucking spend it on. Hookers, blow, or useless things like MacBooks and Fortnite skins. I don't know, that was a little bit too on the nose, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean, not everything lands, okay? Like PUBG's lawsuits. So, you see, you gotta follow it up with something. I actually don't know. I'm just memeing now. I actually don't know how that's gonna go. You gotta spend, like, you gotta get. I do love the production tab of your opponent, but if nothing else, I do have a basic ZVZ guide, by the way. I have a Zerg versus Zerg. I have a versus Zerg build order. You can find in the video. Now, I'm either lazy or efficient, where I put the build orders for Protoss, Terran, and Zerg versus Zerg all in the same build order guide as one long video instead of 3 separate videos, because I was too lazy to separate them into 3 separate videos. But it's there. So, alright, so speed on every unit you're gonna build is important. So roach speed, things like that. I mean, how many drones? You made 50 drones in the Silver League by the 8-minute mark. At this point, you're pretty much an honorary gold leaguer, by the way. Like, you're gonna be gold. You just play 5 games a day. Join the challenge. Use the challenge command. Wait a second, you've already joined the ladder challenge. You're in the Ladder Heroes clan. Can I get a winter IQ? But, never mind. But play 5 games a day. Couple weeks, you'll be gold. Easy peasy. Well, yeah. Roach Hydra, I like it. It's the unenthusiastic hand job of unit compositions. Okay, it's not anyone's first choice. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done. Okay, so I appreciate it. You gotta start slow and work your way up to using other unit compositions. There you go. You're up 30 supply. Nothing's happened. You're up 30 supply. I like how you're not even attacking. No, that's not. It sounded like sarcasm, not sarcasm. I like how you're just like, I'm building. You're maxing out. You see the last 2 replays we saw Zerg players? You have built more supply and more upgrades than both of them, maybe combined. Maybe not combined, but because they were like, I'm gonna attack and never go above 100 supply. No offense, Kitty Stalker and C squared, but you have sat back and you're gonna max out maybe by 10 minutes. So You gotta build some units, but oh, there it is. Close enough. So the only criticisms are really the early game build, getting your speed on time. You can get these drones out quicker, keeping your money down. But these are all like you're not doing not doing them. You're just not doing them well, and you're just gonna win because math. Okay, keep it up. There you go. You just kind of win. That's fine. GG. Golden Week. I don't think I took enough bases. Atticus? Oh, Atticus. Mr. 3800 minerals. You didn't upgrade. That's... Well, that's one of the reasons. No. His army was notably smaller than yours, and included mutalisks. It was not equal, even if the upgrade. Great. I mean, like, it didn't help he didn't have upgrades, but, like... This had +1 attack. Nope, did not have +1 attack. And speed. I'm not sure for what. He didn't have speed on his roaches. You did not have 2-2 for that fight. That's fake news. Alright. You just finished 2-2 like well after the fight. I don't know. You know, if you kill all his buildings, he gets eliminated while you're having a conversation. Just FYI. Pro tip. I was trying to be encouraging. I mean, they weren't bad points, but like many things in the Silver and Gold League weren't the biggest issues. But yeah, you had the better strat. It's fine. You're good. You're good. Keep it up.
Resubscription confirmed.
Thank you, June
Automatically
SNG,
relayed. Thanks.
for that sub as well. Thank you for that. Glad you enjoy. Who's up next? Oh, we've got Nordy with a diamond. Protoss versus Protoss. All right. So we're gonna expect some basic command of build orders, things like walling up. You're already walling off. Good start. All right, keep it up. Scout whenever. It doesn't matter that much. Okay. Gucci. All right. Okay. I'm gonna pick a random number. We got 2 more replays. If we reach, we're at 2377 subs. If we reach 2387, we'll say 10 more. 10 more subs by the end of these 2 replays. Yes, I am trying to sell out. We'll do some more. We'll do some more. Maybe we'll do some casting. I don't know. We'll do something replay related for you guys. I'm enjoying it. I'm feeling it. I grinded. Doesn't sound right to say ground a bunch of games for a few hours earlier. I like looking at them. Gifts count. I mean, as long as the number goes up, that's all that matters, right? Like, you can't try to sell out. You've already hit max sellout level. No, I'm not gonna get baited like that. All right. See, juked. Okay. So what do we notice here? He's not walling off. Are those 2 gates? Yes.
Resubscription.
Thank you, your waifus.
Automatically relaying.
For the sum. So, but we got to get the second pilot on point. Pig offered to play on someone's account for $1,000. I mean, that's technically against the terms of service, so I wouldn't advertise it, but I wouldn't be like, well, the adept choice is fine, because he didn't wall off. I get it. Thank you, Matt, for giving the gift of winter to Mikoni. How do you say the CZ again? I know it's like Polish type of. I forgot how to say it.
Resubscription.
C8. It's like a C8.
Automatically
Mikoni
relaying.
check.
Thanks.
Replay is ready.
Thank you, Captain Happa, as well. 5 months. Okay, you got 2 idle probes. What is your second idle probe? Is it just this guy? Okay. So it's very important when you're doing this not to miss your timings back at home. Like, your Stargate's done, but you don't have it hotkeyed. That's a basic thing. Like, you gotta have the Stargate hotkeyed. You could be building an Oracle or a Phoenix. In this case, I would build an Oracle because he already has an expansion. You saw he had a Sentry. He doesn't have the gas. Perfect Oracle. But you don't have the Stargate hotkeyed, so it's delaying all of that.
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically relaying.
Now, he does actually have a Stargate, by the way, that you don't see. How many probes did you kill? You killed 5. Thank you, Meow GD. Welcome back. 2 months.
Resubscription
Kales.
relaying. Thanks.
I still think the Oracle is the choice, because if you expanded that much more quickly. But Phoenixes are fine, too. I know in my build order guide. Also, this pylon, I would recommend it being a little closer. Like, it's not bad, but that's a lot more exposed than if it's back here, right? Because really what you'll want in the front is shield batteries if you're under attack. Because you are a furniture of SC2.
Automatically
You subscribe because I'm a furniture of SC2.
Ah, yes. Dirty
Any
Twitch
specific
Prime sub.
type of furniture, or like just a furniture in general?
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically relaying. Thanks.
Thank you, Itchy Snowman, for 2 months as well. Welcome back. Freaky Taco for giving the gift of winter to Fingerection. It's a saying. Slag. I would love for everyone to sit upon me. Moving on. A fixture! A fixture! I mean, I knew that from the start. I just wanted to see if there was actually something furniture related.
Teleport successful.
Yeah, well, the gift of winter is an STD, because everyone who catches it gets the Starcraft tryhard disorder. It happens to the best of us. It's like, I stopped playing Wings of Liberty when Day 9 went to Hearthstone, and I haven't played since then, but I watched your guides, and now I'm gonna try for like 2 weeks.
Your probes are under attack. Research complete.
So you haven't seen any...
Teleport successful.
Build your warp gates. Build your warp. Warp in your warp gates. You need to warp in your warp gates. You finished warp gate.
Teleport
Warp
successful.
gate. Okay. I mean, you gotta get the. If you don't know what he's doing, you gotta get the ripple. 5 more subs. Thank you. Your wife.
5 more subs.
That is the case. Okay, that was So now you should. You have a big decision to make now. Neither is necessarily wrong. You've been pretty on point with building probes. You could have been a little better. You have to decide. Do I even build any more phoenixes? Because he doesn't have any more than me, but he could. I think it's fine to go either way with this. But if you're gonna go ground, you gotta Twilight Council, all the fixins. Yeah, you do need... When you see he went Phoenix and you're going ground, Twilight Council immediately, unless you're planning on just doing a straight all-in. And if you're doing that, I mean, that's fine. But if you want to play a macro game, or at least a safer game, you need the Twilight Council immediately. Because you need to be able to get the Archons, so that way Phoenixes can't win the fight for him. If you don't get Archons, the Phoenixes can pick up your Immortals during a fight. Yeah, so you needed the Twilight. Like, before this base, you need the Twilight. That's for upgrades, for Archons, for charge. If you don't get that, he's going to have Archons. They're amazing. Why am I gesturing so much? I don't know. Archons are amazing, by the way.
Mineral field depleted. They found your probes, and it's not going to be pretty.
No. Templar Archives is what you need. You do have an observer over him, which is good. There it is. That was risk. Like, taking a third base before having Archons means you could lose your third base if he just simply attacked. Because he has, what, 3, 4, 5 Phoenixes? He can pick up all of your Immortals in a fight. Like, and then your army is super weak. So that was risky. You're going to get away with it. But it was risky.
You mind all those minerals already?
The thing is, I'm not seeing...
Maybe keep doing that.
They're not... I mean, like, the Twilight should be faster. And also the Templar Archives. I'm honestly not seeing too much stuff like...
Confirmed. Automatically relaying.
Thank you! China Ski 4. For that sub as well. Thank you for joining us.
Your research.
I'm not seeing too many things you added on production. Wait. Yeah, a little bit late on the gates. At 50 probes, as a general rule, 50-ish probes, give or take a probe or two, you want to go up to 6 gates in every matchup. That's a good rule in every matchup. Because otherwise, well, either you're going to have a third bit, you're just not going to have enough units. So 50 probes, give or take, like 48's fine, 52's fine if you're not dying. But you want to go up to 6 gates. And you have 4 at 60 probes. So if he, once again, if he just attacked, he could overpower you with that many gates. Now this is something you watch Zest, you watch Stats, they're all doing that. Alright. What is this, Avex? Interesting. Well, let me check it. I think we can work with this. Wait, can I? Let me just. So. And let me just set this up. This will be useful. Hope it gets better with time. Okay. Well, it's not happening right now, but.
Resubscription confirmed.
Thank you, Left Arms. Thank you,
Automatic
Avex, by the way.
relay.
That was
Thanks.
quite a good idea. We're gonna have fun with that one. So, in this scenario, one, you need more Archons. Good choice. You have a couple choices. I mean, the best choice is usually, well, maybe get another
Upgrade's
Robo,
done.
but honestly, there's nothing very wrong here.
Your probes are in a hazardous working environment. Wow, you mined all those minerals already. Look at you.
You're spending your money. Your gates are a little late. Your Twilight was a little late.
Upgrade complete.
Your Phoenix production wasn't perfect. Your Probe production wasn't like. There's just a lot of little mistakes, but no big mistakes. So it's hard to give you too many direct tips here. So this is actually, you know what? This is crazy. This almost never happens. Have we reached the level? We're actually at the point where we're going to be talking about your micro. I just thought about it. I'm not used to it with all these replays. It's like, we're not even going to worry about your macro. We're going to worry about your micro. Oh, shit. All right. That's what happens. That's what you... Eventually, you graduate to that.
Mineral
You're
field.
on point with the Observer. Don't worry about that. Don't get baited. You gotta have that army spread out. You know he's coming. Guardian Shield needs to be your first spell used.
Just as I deserve.
Why not
I
both?
honestly don't think you're a sellout. You're a Bay Winter.
Guardian Shield is so incredibly important, especially if you made this many Stalkers. Your Guardian Shield was late. I mean, like, he just showed up and you weren't ready. That can't happen. So never mind. So the army can't show up and start fighting you, and then you can, that can't happen. That's how you lose the game. Like, you knew he was coming, yet your army was just sitting there, and then he showed up. Lo and behold, surprise! You can't. Like, also going for double upgrades was ambitious, but it's not like it was that big a deal. You can't lose track of that army. It can't show up with a Guardian Shield and a Concave against you, who has all your units clumped up. Like, what is this? What is hitting this? What's that? What is that animation? Is that a pylon that just died? I don't know. Anyways. You just can't do it. I'd say as soon as you see the army move out, like, you want to have... Pretend they're like send a zealot out or something. I don't know. And he was transitioning in the carriers. He had a good transition. But you can't do that. Is the simple version. I know it's not much, but I don't think that's the shield. That looks like something was, because look, there's some like shrapnel on the ground. I think it was like a pylon or an Archon even, maybe an Archon. Actually, let's find it. Yeah, we can find it. Let's slow it down. Enhance. Enhance. No, wait. Okay, so that's part of the pylon. It is just the shield being hit. Cool. It is the shield. Well. Shh. None of it. Thank you for the bits, Batista. We still got one more replay. And only 2 more subs, and we'll do some more replays after that. Because I'm mediocre at playing, but I'm pretty okay at talking, I guess. So that's what the people want.
Resubscription confirmed.
Thank you, Master Cashier 88.
Thanks.
Can I bribe you to do my replay? Yeah, $10 with the Angry Coach command. Just kind of pushes you to the front of the line.
Confirmed. Automatically relaying. Thanks.
Enjoying the
Thank you,
stream.
Roger SC, as well with a tier 2 sub. Doubling up. Thank you for that. 2 months. No. Resubs don't count towards raising the sub count unless they're Twitch Prime. Because Twitch Prime doesn't auto-renew. Because I don't have an answer for that. I don't know why the because is. But we got another diamond game.
Resubscription.
Thank you, Z Steven.
Automatically relaying. Thanks.
44 for joining us. Some W's across the board. Thank you again, Roger. And Mohanda 911. We've done it. You know what? We'll do the giveaway the same way. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna explain to you during this game. I'm going to pick winners after I will tell you the keyword. In a moment. If you win, have a replay from the last couple weeks, like on this patch, from sc2replaystats.com or drop.sc, and then give me that link. Is the plan. And then just give me that link, and then we'll go over. That's what we're gonna do. So, anybody can type this, but only subscribers will be entered because you gave me money. Exclamation point tunnel vision, and then we'll select the winners at the end of this game. There's a sparkle of Diamond 1 in my play. Yes, there was. Easily, but you just got kind of caught off guard. It was rough around the edges, but there was a foundation there. Thank you, Zoofs, for 8 months. Welcome back. We're looking at Bread Bite. This is Diamond Zerg versus Terran. 3 ZVTs. Remember, you can hotkey from eggs. A to D. Way to. Okay, you need to hotkey these overlords from eggs. You need to, when you build them, you can just select them and put them out on the map. So that way you don't need to wait till they finish. That's just a good habit to be in general. You're using the Swan announcer? Alright, okay, now we gotta think. He doesn't have an expansion. Do we really? It's okay to get the 3rd? Here's a good general rule. The 1st Overlord, somewhere at the front so you can see units come out. The 2nd Overlord and 3rd Overlord pretty close to your base, but where you can see units coming at you. This is because, like, everyone and their mother gets a Viking. And they kill your overlords. So if you have 4 overlords on the other side of the map, that's 4 overlords that are eventually going to die a lot of the time. So you're building Why are you building 18 lings? You have no idea. He could be going mass Hellions. Why are you building 18 lings? And why are you sitting in your base with the 18 lings, not figuring... Are you... He's on what? Are you gonna Baneling bust someone you don't even know is expanding? Is this the plan? Okay. This... No. Okay. You built 18 Zerglings, then you built 8 drones, and now you're building more Zerglings. Can you honestly tell me that the thought process was, I'm building these lings for safety, I'm getting drones for economy, and then I'm building more lings for the all-in? Or were you just kind of randomly making things? Because, I mean, that is... Okay, so, Scout. Go with one Zergling, and go figure out what the fuck he's doing. You have no... This is the most useless Overlord. Okay, this is a middle manager of Overlords right now. He can't do anything but tell you you're doing something, like... You are literally blind. You don't know if he has this base. You don't know if he has 20 Marines. You don't know if he has 20 Hellions. You don't know if he's AFK. You actually don't know, because there wasn't even a Reaper Scout. He might be AFK. I don't know. Before you get a Baneling nest, I want you to send one Zergling out to scout. You are no longer allowed to build a Baneling nest just to have a Baneling nest. You send a Zergling out, you see something you don't understand, I don't care. Then you can build the Baneling nest. But you are no longer allowed to build a Baneling nest until you send one Zergling at your enemy and figure out if they have units or not. Just in general. Okay. So, when you upgrade the missile attacks, so the ranged attack upgrade does not affect lings, which have a melee attack, okay, or banelings, which also have a melee attack. So you need to get ranged units in order to benefit from that upgrade. Pro tip. So let's see. What's the plan? What are we doing? We're gonna build some more Zerglings and Banelings. You could be like, well, I'm preparing for Hydralisk. I'm getting 50 drones. Good job. You still have no vision. There could be 2 tanks, 3 tanks, a couple dozen Marines, 2 medevacs, and Stim. And they could be right there. I would love if they were. I don't think they are, but yeah. They're moving out right now and you have no vision. I would recommend instead of the Overlord here, it just goes here, so you have some hope of actually scouting. Okay, you gonna build a Hydra Den? You're gonna build 7 more Overlords? Gonna build a Hydra Den? Gonna get any lair tech at all? There it is. Gonna get Baneling speed? Okay, okay. I mean, it's messy. It's messy, but... Do you see what I see? No, you don't. Because you're building drones. Let me take the camera for a second. Surprise, motherfucker! I gotta...
We got a creep tuber under attack. Our base is under attack. Zerg just mutated again.
Okay. Your first thought shouldn't be, okay, let's go. You don't know the extent of this. You didn't actually look at it until now. You're just YOLOing. And he has mediocre, but still effective enough, like... You had the time to come in from 2 angles. You had the time to maybe not get completely crushed. You just... If it's a maybe, it's a no. If you don't know what that is, if you're like, oh, I can maybe kill that, it's a no. You just back up a little bit. You regroup. Even if you lose the base, spending a little bit of time kind of evaluating the situation is much better than just losing all your fucking units.
Enemies taking a flight. Forces under attack out there.
I want to point out, you now have +1 ranged attack as your only upgrade, and your only ranged attack units are 3 queens. So just get the 1/1, get the +1 melee if you're so addicted to Lings and Banes.
Got forces under attack out there.
And this game doesn't come down to your engagement, or your choice of upgrades, or your layer timing, or your random-ass Zerglings. It comes down to just being fucking blind. This entire game, no matter what you're building, those are all details. Those are details. The main issue is that he showed up with a 40 supply army, and you had no idea until he was battering down your front door. That's it. Like, that is the big issue. You could be going Mass Roach, Mass Ravager, you could be going Mass Queen. The big issue is still that he just walked across the map and showed up and you had no idea. We're in Diamond. You have to pretend to have eyes.
Looks like the enemy's aiming for a creep tumor.
Your Baneling speed is done in 3 seconds. Your +1 Carapace is 30 seconds. So, but if you wait like literally 2 more seconds, this would be more effective. It's still pretty good. But if you had waited 2 more seconds, it would have been better. This is a Diamond game. I would like to, I think we haven't done this yet, so... I'd like to bring in, my friend Rotterdam, for a little bit of coaching here. We like to team up sometimes. So here's...
What level is this? These guys suck dick. It's always bad. Like, Ruddy is GM. Wow, this doesn't look like GM at all. Ruddy is slow. That Terran sucked. Beat him. Wow, he was 6-1. He was fucking bad. This guy is 4,300. There's no way this is 4,300. Can we just stop with that, guys? Like, it's just really... Why do we always have to be so negative? It's bullshit, man. Like, if this guy is 4,300, let him be 4,300. Like, what do you expect of 4,300? You expect Life vs. Maru here? Like, no, of course it's not gonna be Life vs. Maru. It's actually, like, I don't think this game is that bad at all. I think the economy is a little bit shitty, but other than that, I don't think these guys are playing that bad. So 4,300 seems very appropriate to me. I actually would have thought it was higher. I mean that.
Okay. You're a lot shittier than you think you are.
Resubscription confirmed. Automatically relaying thanks.
15 months hype.
All right.
Man, they're stomping on drones over here.
Your +1 Carapace is 6 seconds away. If you had that, +1 Carapace is a sick upgrade, because with it, tanks no longer one-shot Zerglings and Banelings. That seems pretty good, right? think they might still one-shot banelings, but not zerglings.
Mission complete. Your forces are under attack.
Is this the end of the game? Like, are you about to die? Yes. Oh, okay. So you were blind. You got the wrong upgrade. You were blind. You engaged without any knowledge. You were blind. You decided to make a bunch of Lings and Banes that did nothing to start, and then you were blind. And he showed up with some tanks, and then you lost all your units before you got any economy. So, exclamation point tunnel vision. We're gonna get. Thank you, GDR Martins.
Thanks.
Yes, get rid of Terran. Get it out of here. For a chance, remember, here's what's gonna happen. If you're subscribed and you win, give me a link to sc2replaystats.com, or what are you sending me now, Avex? Or to drop.sc is where you're going to be going with that. And you're going to have that ready for when you win. Do we pick 5 more winners, or am I going to pick 3? I haven't decided yet. Or could I find a middle ground? I don't know. What do you got for me now, Avex? Does this one work? Oh, this is a sick idea too. Avex helping. We're going next level on this production. Glad you guys still enjoy just getting things set up. Patience is a virtue. Like, patience. It's what you use. It's what you use when an army shows up at your front door and you haven't even seen what it is yet. You're patient and you say, maybe I should figure out what those units are, instead of blindly attacking in and hoping for the best. Maybe. I know it sounds like a lot to ask, but it's possible.